Hello, Saggies. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. If they do, please, you can check out the extended for the other person that you're thinking about in the description box below. And if you want to know more about me, you can check out my website. That's also in the description box. So, Sagittarius, thank you for coming. And let's see what's happening in your life. In your love life. So, I'll put the present moment, Queen of Swords, the Star, and the Four of Cups. And the energies that you may not be aware of surrounding you. You got the Tower, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords. And for the future outcomes and energies, you have the Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so it looks like you are in a new beginning, but you have to, something has to sort of come down for this new beginning to happen. And you will achieve that happiness, that Four of Wands, which is like, the goal of goals, that the finish line, that beautiful happiness. So let's clarify what's happening here. So in the first row, you have for the energies that you may not be aware of, you have the Tower. So we have the Lovers, Four of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So, I think that you might be having a Tower moment with someone. And, but it's going to bring a lot of healing and peace and love. So the outcome of this Tower, maybe part of why the Tower is happening, is that you need that healing. And you want love. And you want peace. Okay, let's look at the Queen of Swords. That's part of the Tower in the present moment. Let's clarify. Okay, so you got the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you've had to sort of shut off. I don't want to say shut off. You've had to come into maybe a more mental space emotionally because you are heartbroken. There is heartbreak inside of you. And you are rushing towards, self-love, self-care. And that is what you really want. But, there might be, you might be moving too fast because of that heartbreak. That self-care there, though, but you are moving, you're kind of moving out of, the pain has created this sort of identity in you, this Queen of Swords identity, which is sort of like, I'm not going to give all of my heart. I'm not going to come from a heart space. And it's making you go very fast. And just remember, though, that really fast movement is connected to your broken heart. But there's also a lot of self-love there that's connected to that forward, that fast movement. Okay, and then let's clarify the Knight of Wands. I'm drinking bubbles. Okay, I will make jokes. Let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Eight of Wands, High Priestess, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're part of this Tower and the Queen of Swords. Part of this Tower and sort of the lack of emotion on your part is you're defending. There's been some communication towards you, and you're feeling like you have to defend your territory. And you've also kind of maybe you're feeling a little sorry for yourself. Maybe you're feeling sorry for your relationship, for the both of you. And there's been some, emotional poverty there. But your intuition is guiding you. Whatever happened in this communication that is making you feel like you have to defend your territory, your intuition is guiding you. And, the Tower, if there is that emotional poverty there, then the Tower is exactly what you need. You need to tear the Tower down and come down to your foundations. Okay, so then for the present moment, you have the Star. Let's clarify, so you have a brand new beginning here with someone. Let's clarify, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So you're feeling like a boss, you're feeling like you know what you want to do. You're working every day towards that new beginning, but I think that you're still a bit reserved. And it's probably because you are just coming out of this situation of like emotional poverty that, sort of a defeated energy. And not one that is in line with like divine, with a divine union. And so what you have that you don't know supporting this energy is Ace of Swords. So let's clarify that Ace of Swords. You got the Death card, the Chariot, and the Seven of Wands. So, it's interesting because I don't see anyone leaving yet. But there's a lot of defending of territory. So in the Ace of Swords, so you've made a decision about something. You know what you're doing. You've made a decision. You use that Emperor energy, and you know that you want to start this new beginning. And now you're defending your territory. You're defending this decision. And there's a lot of movement that's coming from this decision, and that will transform you, but you have to go through the death. You have to go through the death that's related to this Tower. Death is transformation, but it is also an ending of something. So know though, with that movement, once you start moving forward, the transformation will occur. And then for the future outcome here, you have the Page of Swords. Let's clarify that. We have the Five of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Hierophant. So I think that in this new beginning, you're just starting, but part of that, like, it can also be a little bit of stalker energy. Like maybe you're not starting, maybe you're just watching someone or someone's watching you. But there's some self-deception attached to that, either on your part or on their side. And that is coming from a place of like feeling wounded, being a wounded warrior. And there's also an element of the social here with the Hierophant. So either someone is watching you or you're watching someone else on the social, or maybe there's some shame around and some wounding around how the social will observe you. Maybe because you're breaking up, what will they think of you? Or maybe how you see yourself. But be aware of that self-deception there. And it's coming from a place of wounding, And it's also coming from a place of thinking too much about, sort of like how maybe the Judeo-Christian world would see you, kind of thing. Like, just keep moving in your direction, and know that keep moving generally, and know that it will be small at first. Okay, so then you have the Four of Cups in the final row. What's happening with you? Let's see in that. Let's see, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Strength. Interesting. So there's definitely love here, and you or someone else is feeling this love, but there's some disappointment attached to it, and it might be because maybe the love isn't the kind of love that they wanted, or the kind of love that you wanted. Maybe the love that you're receiving isn't the kind of love that you wanted. But try to, whoever is attached to all this love, and it might be the both of you, if you come into that place of strength inside of yourself, then you will at least feel the love that's there, even if it's not the kind of love that you want. There is a lot of love here on both sides, for you and for them. But it will take strength on both of your sides to acknowledge it and to feel it. And then you have the King of Swords as the energy surrounding you that you may not be aware of. You've got the Seven of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, someone's leaving. Now we find. I was wondering if someone was gonna leave. Yeah, someone is leaving a situation. They have their back turned. Two people, three people, all three of these cards. So that King of Wands energy, that the part of you that knows what you want, is leaving something behind. There's pain attached to it, there's deception attached to it, and there's also like a rite of passage. You've been on your journey with this Eight of Cups. You've gone through everything that you needed to go through on this journey and this adventure, and now you're leaving and you're moving on, which I think is positive in this context. And then for your final outcome, you have the Four of Wands, which is happiness, happily ever after, ultimate happiness, finish line energy. You have the King of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So, yeah, I think that when you feel like you are working tirelessly and feel sort of the master of your love and passion, and even if it's just sort of the beginning, you're going to start to feel